In this video, we'll go through the 4 essential rules of differentiation: the sum rule, the product rule, the quotient rule, and the chain rule. The sum rule says the derivative of a sum is simply the sum of each derivative. For example, if you take the function f of x equals x to the power 3 times 5x squared plus 2x plus 7, and then you differentiate each term, the result you get is just 3x squared plus 10x plus 2. Nice and straightforward, right? Next up on the list is the product rule. To build intuition, imagine a rectangle with sides u and v. If we change both sides slightly by a tiny nudge d, the area changes in two main ways. One from the change in u and one from the change in v. This leads to the product rule, which states that the differential of u times v is equal to u times the differential of v plus v times the differential of u. For example, if you take f of x equals x squared times sine of x, then the derivative using some clever mathematics will give you x squared times cos sine of x plus 2x times sine of x. On to the quotient rule. For division, we use the quotient rule. The derivative of the fraction u over v is just the denominator times the derivative of the numerator minus the numerator times the derivative of the denominator, all divided by the denominator squared. Example, let's take f of x equals to x cubed over x squared plus 1. If you differentiate this and simplify it, it should give you a fraction x to the power 4 plus 3x squared over x squared plus 1, the whole thing to the power 2. Last but not least is the chain rule. The chain rule handles composite functions. Think of them as a function inside another. If you have f of g of x, the derivative is f prime of g of x times g prime of x. Example 1. For x squared plus 3x the whole thing to the power 2, the derivative is 5 times x squared plus 3x to the power 4 times 2x plus 3. For example 2, let's take f of x as sine of e of x squared. We work outward to inward and get to our final result, which is cos of e to the power x squared times e to the power x squared times 2x. Now, to summarize, the sum rule is addition of derivatives. The product rule is u times the derivative of v plus v times the derivative of u. The quotient rule is v times u prime minus u times v prime over v squared. And the chain rule is the outer derivative times the inner derivative. Master these 4 rules and you will be able to solve and differentiate almost any exam question that can come on your paper.